More Super Chats coming in here on the Cowboys Report. Aaron says, pay Dak, tag Amari, pay Quinn, let Byron walk. Those are options. Those are viable options. I would prefer to pay Byron Jones over Quinn, but I understand the arguments and viewpoints to pay Quinn instead. I understand them. I don't fully agree with them, but that is an option for the Cowboys, and you could do a whole heck of a lot worse, so you can talk me into it. All right, Barrett wants to know, are teams actually stopping operations like some people are reporting? Well, yeah. Pretty much. Like, teams are pulling their coaches and scouts off the road, saying, hey, go work from home. The reality is that Go Bear has kind of slowed so much of what we're used to operating under when it comes to sports. Now, explaining why we call it Go Bear. A little secret, YouTube doesn't like it when we call that thing by its actual name. It gets upset and thinks it's too sensitive for you guys to handle. But we have to talk about it, right? So this way we can call it Go Bear. YouTube won't get upset with us, and it's a win-win. So going forward, all shows across the board, we're going to call this Go Bear going forward. This makes it a little bit easier. With Skeptical Fans Super Chat with just some emojis with the mask on. Reminder, guys, just wash your hands. Like, that's a simple, easy thing you can do to help stop the spread of Go Bear. So just wash your hands. You know, if you do feel sick, don't be stupid. Don't start touching microphones like the actual Rudy Gobert did. Just be smart, please, and wash your hands. All right, some more questions here coming in from JN Beast. He says, #Cowboys, will we still have Dak? I think yes. The reality is you can't technically say with 1,000% certainty that the answer is yes. You can say with maybe 99%, but until a deal's done, who knows? Now, to kind of recap some of the offers here, back in training camp, it was $30 million per year, $90 million guaranteed. Early September, that was $33 per year and $105 guaranteed. Now, there was a lot of confusion because the Dallas Morning News put that in an article and it got picked up as a brand new earth-quaking, shattering offer that Dak just turned down. Wasn't the case. We warned you on the show. Then around the NFL Combine, there was an offer worth more than the September offer, but we don't know anything about the details, so what's the point? If you don't know what the years, the money, or the guaranteed was, you don't know anything. For all we know, it was a horrible offer, or it was the greatest offer ever. No one knows anything on that one, so other than that it happened, it's not a whole lot of information there. Potato Master, what player would you take if they fell somewhat realistically? Are we talking round one? Because I guess that's Kinlaw out of South Carolina, who has some knee concerns, which I know Blue Star Special, it's understandable there. Does Henderson count as falling? Jeffrey Okudah, Isaiah Simmons, I don't think Derek Brown either. I don't really consider those realistic fallers. Now, it is, of course, almost NFL free agency, so let me know. Which do you guys like better? Type D for draft or F for FA. Let me know in the comments. I am a draft guy myself, not hating on free agency, but I'm big into the NFL draft, so I'm going to type in my D's in the comments section. Destroyer Dog, what worries you the most on the Cowboys? The threat of doing some of the same mistakes they've made before, of neglecting certain positions to go cheap in other areas. In the end, I would say the defense, if you want me to name a particular side of the ball, I don't trust that secondary right now, and that defensive line's got a whole lot of free agents. So I'm a little bit worried about how the Cowboys will choose to try and fill all of their needs. It's not easy to do. If it were, they probably would have won a Super Bowl in recent years or in the past 20 years or whatever. So defense is my main focal point, and at some level, I think you do have to worry about freaking out about how you pay. There's a lot of players you got to pay. That's a potential issue. Gabriel Estrada, is a trade-up in the draft possible? Absolutely is. The question becomes, though, where are you trading up and for whom? If Derek Brown's there at 13 or 12, if Isaiah Simmons is there around that range, I'd be considering it. In reality, you probably just should have lost Week 17 like a smart NFL team, but the cost is what will matter there and who you go up to get. So it's possible, but you're not going to know what the board looks like until the actual NFL draft really gets underway. Now, we are almost to 50K subs. We are so close. We're barely 100 away. So once we hit that number, we're going to do something fun. So everyone in the comments, do me a favor, put in some suggestions for me. If you're not already subscribed, do it right now so you can see what we end up doing. But how should we celebrate hitting that 50K mark? I will not shave my head, despite what Mitchell, the rumor monger, wants to try and throw at you, which is lies. I will not be doing that. I might ever dye my hair, though. That could be on the board. So throw out some options there in the comment section, and we'll see what we can come up with. KK's, what about Robby Anderson? Anderson only makes sense if Amari Cooper's gone. I don't want to pay Cooper, have Gallup getting paid in a few years, and then pay Robby Anderson top-end money. So he's near the top of the potential Amari Cooper replacements list, but I don't really think he's going to be a legitimate option for Dallas just based on what their money situation is going to look like. And frankly, not sure if the Jets will even let him leave either. So if Cooper's gone, I have interest. If not, I don't really think it makes a whole lot of sense for the Dallas Cowboys just because you can't throw money at all one spot. You can sign players, but you can't invest in the same area over and over and over again and overload that. It's just not going to turn out very well in the end for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, next up here from Miguel Rodriguez, who I think is the most underrated offensive player and defensive player in this year's draft. It's a tough one. I like Michael Pittman a lot at receiver. I don't know if he counts as underrated. I'm going to go with Antoine Winfield, who's not really underrated anymore on defense, but that's one of my guys on that side of the ball. From Christopher, not going to read your last name. If the Cowboys have to tag either Amari or Dak, I will have lost all faith in Stephen Jones' negotiating ability. We must tag Byron to trade so we can get help this year. I like your mindset. I just want to let everyone know it is not as easy as we might think to just tag and trade somebody. Now, I think the Cowboys kind of hurt themselves by not setting themselves up for a chance to at least do that. That situation, I don't think it comes true. I'm not convinced the Cowboys were ever going to try and tag and trade Byron Jones. When was last time they did that? It's just not how they end up operating. So I would have liked it because I think you could have gotten at least a third this year for him. That would have been a win immediately for the Cowboys. But just not the route I think they're going to end up going. Skeptical fan says dress in pink for 50K subs. I have one old pink shirt that doesn't look very good. It's a golf shirt. It's like a little tear up top. So I don't have any pink pants either. Guarantee I won't fit into any of my wife's clothes either. So producer Alicia with a great point. Maybe I can find some pink gear on Fanatics. And if you guys want some Cowboys gear from there, chatsports.com/Cowboys hoodie, 25% off all types of hoodies and sweatshirts and jackets, everything there. 25% off, yes, even the St. Patrick Day's item as well. Chatsports.com/Cowboys hoodie. And to make your life easier, I will put that link in the comments and the description. So all you guys got to do is go click and shop to save you guys some money and get yourself some awesome Cowboys gear. Destroyer Dog, the deadline is here. Is it not too late to sign? I assume you mean the franchise tag deadline. As a reminder, the franchise tag deadline, it is open or closed, at 11:59 a.m. Eastern Time, March 16th. Literally 1 second before the tampering period opens up for NFL free agency. So as of right now, no, the franchise tag window is not closed. You can't sign players either. Those will close and open pretty much back-to-back on what is going to be a crazy day on March 16th. And yes, if the Cowboys do something that day, we'll be live, and of course we'll be live on our main NFL channel as well. Jahir wants to know if the Cowboys can get Jimmy Graham. Can they? Yes. Should they? No. I know that Jimmy Graham is a name. Everyone knows who Jimmy Graham is. But the reality is, Jimmy Graham's not the same guy anymore. I don't want him. I'm not interested in Jimmy Graham. I don't want another old and slow tight end. I'm passing on that. He is not the same guy he was in his prime. The body has started to shut down, started to fail. The production is not good anymore. I would rather give Blake Jarwin a chance. I know Jimmy Graham is Jimmy Graham, that's his name, but the production, not the production you might think you'll get based solely on that name. All right, the Hammer says sign Dak, tag Byron, package both players together for the number 1 overall pick, and get Burrow, then pick a safety and corner at number 17. So I'll give you credit for creativity. This is not Madden. Any deal that Dak will sign to will have a signing bonus attached to it. So the practical reality is you can't sign Dak Prescott and then trade him away immediately. There is no way you can do that. Your cap actually will be screwed if you try to pull that off. So, fun, creative idea, ain't happening. Destroyer Dog or Jason Witten and Sean Lee still in for deals. They want to come back. They have interest. I think Sean Lee is a lot more likely right now than Jason Witten is. They are among some of the more other notable Cowboys free agents, but I think Witten wanted a bigger role than the Cowboys said that they were going to give to him. As a result, I'm not convinced Witten's back with the Dallas Cowboys. Sean Lee, I think, could find a role. Now, he'll explore, see what else is out there. If I had to guess, Sean Lee is back, not guaranteed. Jason Witten, not sure he'll be back as a member of the Dallas Cowboys. Kind of like how Emmitt Smith went somewhere else at the very end of his career, which seemed blasphemous, but was the right move for the parties involved. All right, Akil, if Lamb, Kinlaw, and Epinesa are there at 17, and Randall Cobb and Quinn leaving free agency, who am I taking? I think I'm going to go in the order you've got them. I'll go Lamb, and then Kinlaw, and then Epinesa. I don't think Lamb is there, but at that point, I'll just kind of adopt the screw defense. We're going to score 45 points a game Chiefs method. After that, then Kinlaw and Epinesa, I don't love him at 17 overall. It is almost St. Patrick's Day, so let me know in the comments section what your guys' favorite holiday is. Mine is actually Thanksgiving followed up by Christmas. Thanksgiving has Cowboys football. It's always around my birthday, and I love to eat Thanksgiving food. Christmas, of course, is just one of the best out there. So let me know what you guys think. Is it, I guess you can throw in your birthday, counts as a holiday, I guess. Popos, I can't read off that question on air, but put your favorite holiday in the comments section. All right, Nuclear Elite wants to know, does Gobert, remember, guys are calling it Gobert now, not that word, Gobert, affect the contract for Dak Prescott? I think it's a valid question at this point. I don't think it affects it. I think it could potentially affect other players you sign from different teams. Like, the way I see it affecting potentially is physicals. NFL teams have players pass physicals before they sign them officially. How are you going to do a physical? You're not going to ask your player to get on a flight across the country to come over to your facility and do one. That's an issue. The Cowboys don't need that for Dak Prescott, but I do think there could be some trickle-down effects that could impact the Cowboys, the NFL, the draft free agency, all kinds of stuff. K. Keys Jr., is it safe to say Byron will not be in Big D next year? You can never say never when it comes to NFL free agency. He ain't coming back. I don't really see a path at this point. I would like him to, but Byron's going to get paid, and quite frankly, probably by an NFC East opponent. Hey Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.